I think I need to sit on a pillow because the floor is hard on my tush. Okay, let's see if we can do this. All right. Hello everybody, welcome back and welcome to the CC Makes knitting channel. My name is Karina. You can find me here obviously on Instagram as well at cc_makes. I am on Ravelry, CC Makes. I need to add some projects to my project page though. Anyway, I'm on there, CC Makes. I also have a shop on Etsy where I sell my hand-dyed yarns, CC Fiber and Design on there. That is where you can follow me, find me, see what I'm up to. Although I suck at social media, like I've said before, but I try. Today is Friday, June 4th. So glad it's Friday. I can't even tell you, I'm so stinking happy it is Friday. I know this week, well, to me this week like flew by, but I'm just so over the kids' school right now. I am so done. I am so ready for them to go on summer break. I'm just so ready. I'm tired. I am tired of waking children up in the morning. I'm tired of waking grouchy children up in the morning. I'm tired of making lunches. I'm just tired of it all. So there's my mini rant. Probably not going to be the last one of today's episode, but I'll stop rambling on about that. I don't know what episode this is. I kind of stopped counting and saying what episodes these are. I don't know. I have been recording weekly, so as long as I have content to show and talk about each week, I will record weekly. If you don't see me one week, it's because I don't have enough knitting or anything to talk about. So for the time being, I'll be weekly. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I wanted to say thank you to all of the new subscribers. I think we're just at like over 300, which is like amazing to me because I didn't ever think that I would have that many subscribers at all. So thank you to everybody for subscribing and tuning in and watching me ramble on and talk to you about my knitting projects, my crochet projects, which have been very minimal lately, and all my fiber goodies. So thank you. I so appreciate it, and I know I say it every episode, and I feel like I just repeat myself every time that I do a recording, but thank you so much. I just wanted to throw that out there. I was so surprised to see it go over 300 subscribers, so thank you. What else do I have here? Finished objects, some works in progress. My stash is out. I can't remember if I've already said this on here. Probably not, because I recorded this already. But anyways, if you follow me on Instagram, I posted on my stories a big tote of like yarn that I've had in my stash that has just been living in the tote. Like, it's not gonna get used by me. I don't plan on using any of those colors anymore, so I need to de-stash all of it, and I'm trying to like organize, and this is as far as I've gotten. So this is all the yarn that I need to figure out what to do with. And then right next to me, you can kind of see I have a whole stack of like projects that need to get frogged and reskeined up. Yeah, so I have that mess going on for me. It's taking over my living room. Not in my normal recording space today because, well, first of all, I have a bunch of laundry in there right now that I have to fold, and I just don't want to, so I didn't want to haul all my stuff in there. So I'm out here today. I hope the lighting is fine. It's looking dark on my camera, so I hope like when I edit this I can maybe lighten it up a little bit. I don't know how to work this camera. I just, like I said, did I say that on this I don't know, but I just pop it in and hit record. So it's a big mess out here, and it's fine. Justin's not home, so I can make a mess wherever I want to make a mess, and I am totally doing that. I talked about last week that I needed to figure out how to destash this yarn. I didn't research it at all. I don't know how still. Actually, I've gotten a couple recommendations, like, to do it on Etsy. I know people do it on Etsy. I just don't know how to do that. Like, would that interfere with my business stuff? Like, I don't know. So I try to keep all my business stuff, like, super separate from my, like, personal, like, knitting and stuff. Like, when I take yarn for, like, that I've dyed for, like, my samples or my family members, I have to pay use tax on that. So, like, I just need to keep everything in its slot where it goes, and I don't know how I would do that with Etsy. So I don't know how I'm going to destash that, but it needs to happen. Okay, so I will stop rambling on and talk about some finished objects now. I have this little sweater. This is the Flax Light. I don't know if I showed this last week or not. I know I showed the yarn. I don't know if I had actually done any knitting on it. I don't remember. Anyway, Flax Light. I just didn't add the purl bumps to the sleeves. It is just the stockinette sweater. I alternated skeins. I followed the pattern completely except for not adding the purl or the garter panels down the sleeves, and then I also did the twisted rib, which is what I always do on all of my patterns, or all the projects that I knit. I always do twisted rib. I added a little duplicate stitch heart down on the bottom. Originally, I had planned on adding little hearts splattered all over, but I did one and I was done. I didn't remember exactly what I was doing, duplicate stitching. So I had to watch a video, but it was a nice refresher course. However, after doing this one, I was like, that was fun, but now I'm done. So it got one. I kind of wish I placed it like up where a pocket would go, but that's where it is, and that's where it's gonna stay. I was going off of a pattern. I bought this pattern a few weeks ago. It didn't come in kid sizes, and I guess I should have realized that like when I bought the pattern. But anyways, I bought the pattern and realized it was not in kid sizes. But that is what I was going for. This is the lover sweater, and there's like little hearts, splattered all over the sweater, and that's what I wanted to do on this one. But that's a pattern by Mauricette C. I hope I said that right. I'll link it below in the description. But that's what my plan was, and then I did that one and I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not gonna do that. So that is as far as I got with that. Oh yeah, I did change how you pick up the sleeves on the Flax Light. I just knit the Flax Light for my nephew. I did it's in the last episode, I believe. Anyway, when you pick up for the sleeves in the pattern, it has you like pick up a certain amount. I picked up more and then just decreased them out because I didn't like how gappy and holy that other sweater is. I mean, this one's not perfect either, but it's a whole lot better than the other one that I just finished. So I picked up extra stitches and then I just decreased them out to like try to avoid the holes. I know like there's, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, like there's two. They don't bend that way. Oh, my arm goes this way though. Fun fact, there's two holes right here. Not like whole holes, but I mean they're larger, they're spaced out more than they should be, but that doesn't bother me. But I just figured I would mention that I had to pick up more just to avoid the giant hole on that other sweater that I knit for my nephew. I had to really seam that up when I was done because the holes were just like gigantic and it annoyed me. So fun fact there, that is what I had to do, but this is done. This is in the colorway that I mentioned last week as well. Doesn't have a name yet. It is just this so far. I am actually soaking yarn right now to dye this up and add it to the lineup in the shop. This is going to be taking the place of Unicorn Burst once I sell out of that. So once that is gone, that is gone. So if you were wanting to get Unicorn Burst, go grab it. I'm not dyeing it anymore. For a while, I might bring it back sometime, but not right now. My next finished object is a little hat by, you would think I have all this written down, but I don't. I knit it for Silas. It's the Bear Ears worsted weight hat minus the bear ears. This is a pattern by Fox and Pine Stitches. I didn't add the bear ears because I don't know if I'm going to. I might, I don't know. I think it'd be cute, but I just haven't decided yet. I just did this like right before I started recording. I was waiting for my dryer to stop so it wasn't like loud in the background. Like right around this corner, is that the corner? Yeah, right around this corner is like the laundry room, so I didn't want to have that interference in the episode. But yeah, just did this really quick. It's a super quick, it's worsted weight yarn. This is yarn that I had left over from knitting my weekender sweater. I dyed this a long time ago. This is not like a base that I would ever recommend, but I had it and I figured I would use it. I have enough to make like 20 more. But I knit the size 0 to 3, and I don't know if I'm just gonna add a pom-pom or what I'm gonna do. So I will figure that out, and I still didn't weave in the end. I didn't block it either. I'm probably going to block it because, I mean, it's superwash yarn. Once I block it, it'll stretch out, obviously. My sister's baby, Evan, he was 8 pounds when he was born, so he's a big baby. Like, he's not like Silas. Silas is a peanut. For those of you that are new, Silas is my grandson. He was born on the 13th of May, so he is super little. He was only like 6 pounds when he was born, so very tiny little baby. And my sister, Hannah, just had her baby on the 27th, so he was 8 pounds. He's a big chunky baby. I think if I block this out and stretch it a little bit, he might fit it longer. Like I said last week, they live in Alaska, so they'll use their knits. I just need to figure out if I'm going to do the ears or a pom-pom or nothing. I don't know. We'll see. Very easy pattern. I think it comes in sizes from like, oh, I guess I could look at the pattern. 0 to 3 months to an adult size. So if you want to be matching bear-eared with, you know, your whole family, you can. I will put all the information down in the description box. I won't link it because I know people have problems with Ravelry, so I will mention all of that in the description box. All right, my next finished object is knit from this sock blank that not a sock blank, a blank that I whipped up last week. This is in the colorway Unicorn Burst. That is actually Unicorn Burst that is in the shop ready to ship right now. The one that I'm retiring for a while. This is in worsted weight yarn, an 8-ply, I want to say. I mean, I guess I could look. Yeah, this is the 8-ply. I wasn't sure how I felt about this base. I only bought a couple to try out, and I'm really liking it. I usually like the 4-ply worsted, but this is nice. So I knit this hat. It's called the Tobnoggin. I hope I said that right. It's a free pattern. And, oh, I'm all nasally still. These allergies are no joke. It's called the Tobnoggin, a cozy cabled hat by Katie. I'm gonna put all of the information down below because I can't say her last name. It's a free pattern, and it looks like that. I knit this a long time ago for Brooklyn. Those of you that are new, Brooklyn is my youngest daughter. I knit it for her when she was like 2 or 3. when we used to spend summers in Alaska, and she wore it, I want to say, for like 2 years, and then I saw a photo like I think last year of one of my nieces wearing it, so it got its use. So I figured I would whip up another one. I did this yesterday. I was watching a couple podcasts and our knitting podcasts, and I don't know, I just cooked along on it and out came a hat. When I blocked it, it's still damp. When I blocked it, I laid it out flat to dry, and it stretched out to like massive proportions. But I let it dry out in the sunroom for a while until it was like, you know, dampish. I mean, it's still damp, but anyway. And then I popped it in the dryer with a load of laundry, and it went back to its normal size. So I'm very happy with this base so far. It's been through the dryer. It's not felted. I mean, it's super wash, but been through the dryer, went back to its shape. I'm very happy with it. It looks weird and wonky and long, but it's really not. Like, I don't know. The last time I knit it, I used Cascade 220, I think, and that was a little stiffer than this base. This base is like super soft and squishy, so I know it's gonna like slouch a little bit on their head. It's probably gonna go like this, but I figured like with a pom-pom on it, it would be super cute. Cute, like it. This is knit on a big needle. I think it's a size 10. If I was gonna knit it again, which I was prepared to do, I would go down a needle size, just because my gauge was loose. And I've been knitting continental style, so when I do that, my gauge is definitely looser than when I knit English style. I was watching Andrea Mowry's last podcast, I don't know, her last video where she was chatting and answering questions, but she said she blocks her hats on a balloon, and I was wishing that I had a balloon to do that with this hat. Oh, it smells good. But so it would just like, you know, hold its shape when it was drying, but it's fine. I mean, it's gonna get plenty of use. This is going to my nieces, so it'll be fine. It will be fine. But I would knit it at a smaller gauge if I was gonna do it. So there's my other finished object. I like how that has like the ear flaps that go into the cable pattern, and then it has like the I-cord strings on it. I just like it. So yeah, I have those. I don't know that I'm going to send this to my nieces. I don't think that they would fit this for very long. It's knit in the size 4 to 6, I believe. And I mean, it is stretchy. It's super wash. Like when you wet it and you lay it out flat to dry, you can make it pretty big. But I just don't know if I'll send it to them. This is kind of a shop sample. Like, I just wanted to see how the yarn knit up, if I was happy with it, if I needed to tweak it when I'm dyeing it. Also, those of you that dye yarn and, you know, have shops or whatever, what do you do with your shop samples? Like, I don't know. I don't want to mess anything up on my business. You know, like I have to pay tax on it, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. But those are my finished objects. I will shut up about those now. Just three this week, and that's what I have left. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I don't know. Maybe make them a matching headband or something. Works in progress. I only have 2 because I've been making messes wherever I go. Kind of in that I should have been in this mood a long time ago and did spring cleaning, but I didn't. So now I'm kind of like going through each room of the house and just picking stuff that we don't need. So that is what I've been doing. I made Emma go through her closet and give me all of her clothes for Goodwill that she didn't want anymore. So now you can see her floor at least. All right, my next work in progress, or my work in progress, is the Walkiria Kimono. I probably butchered that again, but I'll post it in the description box. Walkiria Kimono. This is for Taryn. This is as far as I've gotten. The last time I showed it, I was down here. So I got a pretty big chunk knit up. Yeah, it's kind of boring, I'm not gonna lie. It's not boring, it's just like you have 4 rows that you just repeat. And it just, I don't know. I have to force myself to work on it, but it's easy, it's repetitive, and it is what it is. Like I mentioned last week, I had to rewrite the pattern and do it that way because I couldn't make sense of how it was written. I just couldn't do it. So once I rewrote it, I can just like cruise along on it. You can kind of see the pattern a little bit more now. You knit 2 of these panels, the construction, you knit 2 of these panels that go from like your butt to your thigh, so it goes all the way around your shoulder. You knit 2 of them and then you seam up the back, so it's like a kimono. This is going to block out pretty wide, so it will definitely be more of a kimono after blocking. It is superwash yarn, so it's probably going to stretch a lot, but I won't aggressively block it. She's pretty small and I'm knitting the size small. I wish there was an extra small, but there's just a size small. I also went down a needle size and I'm knitting these on a size 8 because, like I said, my gauge has been bigger with continental knitting. One thing I will mention too is when I was watching Andrea Mowry's Q&A, she mentioned that when you knit continental, your gauge is, I've mentioned this before too, I think, your gauge is just off compared to when you knit English style. I think she called it rowing out, where like you're knitting stockinette and like say you're knitting stockinette and one row, there's like a gap, like the rows just, they don't line up like they should or whatever. So I had a lot of problems with that, like when I first started knitting, obviously, because I couldn't figure out my gauge. But once in a while I'll notice it now. I noticed it in my next work in progress that I'll show you now. I noticed it on one of these down here, but I ripped it out and I corrected it because it was just going to bother me. But if you're curious about that, if that happens to you, go check out her channel on YouTube. I think it's probably like the 3rd video back now, but she talks about that and has some information if you are interested. This is a vanilla sock. This is my next. This is using the yarn from the sweater that I have left over. For that sweater, I alternated skeins and I think I used almost both full skeins of the yarn. This is what I have left from one skein, just one little mini, and then I have this. So I figured I would just cast on some socks. And, oh, I just kicked you, I'm sorry. So I was planning on, I wrote a pattern and I was planning on testing it out with the sock, but I turned on Netflix and I was watching that movie that just came out on there, A Woman in the Window, I think it's called. I don't know. It's something like that. And I got like super into it and then I forgot to do my pattern. So I just started doing a vanilla sock. It's fine. I was just trying to show off the yarn so that when I list this yarn in the shop, I can have some, projects, samples. So it's fine. It's just not what I had intended to do. I like how this yarn just like knits up though. Like I feel like it's, even if you alternated skeins, it would probably look the same. I don't know. I like it. But the only thing that I did different on this sock, well actually 2 things that I did different. I normally knit cuff down 64 stitches. This time I am knitting toe up and 60 stitches. I'm really liking how the toe up looks compared to cuff down. It's just a whole lot cleaner than me Kitchenering, and probably just how I Kitchener stitch. I probably just make a mess of it, but there's no like big That's my ice maker. There's no big ears on the side, and I don't have to worry about that and grafting. I just really enjoyed it. For the cast on, I want to say I did a Turkish cast on. I can't remember. There's so many ways that you can like hold your yarn, and I don't know. There's just ways to do it, and I like how this one is. It's nothing complicated at all. You just cast on and start knitting. I'm using that little mini that I used for my last socks, which are right there. That's using Unicorn Burst. That's in the shop. I guess I could show you the difference. Those are all the socks that I knit and I never ever wear, not even in the winter. But yeah, there's the difference. Not a whole lot of difference. Like I mentioned before, I'm just trying to make my dyeing time a little more efficient. And this is the one that shaves off a good 2 hours of dyeing time. So not that I don't like this, it's just, it's a process to dye this one. So switching to this one takes like so much less time. That didn't make sense, but you get the point. Anyway, that is my works in progress. Somebody here, I don't know, my cameras didn't go off. I mentioned last week how I was knitting, or how I brought out my Habitation Throw again, but I didn't knit anything on it. I just brought it out and I left it there because I was watching Amanda from Birch and Lily. She has a YouTube channel, Birch and Lily, and she is knitting the Northeasterly, I think that's the blanket, Northeasterly Throw blanket knit. I don't know what it's called exactly. I know it's Northeasterly something, Northeasterly. Anyway, she is knitting it and I just really liked how hers looked. So now I'm kind of upset that I didn't do that instead of the Habitation. Like, it's just the same way when I knit my Cozy Memories. I didn't finish the Cozy Memories. I started it and then I put it aside because I didn't like how it was looking. Which is right here. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'm not going to continue it. This is all what I have so far and it's going to stay this way. Oh, I can make a pillow. Hey, I might do that. Anyway, I just don't like how all the colors are all like meshing together, or touching. I don't like how they're all touching each other, and that's what she talked about. And she put in like a heather gray in between her colors so that they didn't like all touch each other. And I just really liked the way it looked, and now I want to do that and not any of this. So, will I do that? I don't know. Maybe. It's going to be in timeout for a while though, so that is a work in progress. That's going to stay in that bag for a while. I don't know. I don't know. But those are all of my works in progress. I want to cast on another sweater, but also I want to cast on, what is that tank by Jessie May? The Outline tank, I think it is. And I want to use this. This is Zombie Cocktail from my shop. It hasn't sold, so I figure, I have two available. If somebody is interested after watching this, you can still buy it. I haven't decided if this is what I'm going to use for that project, but I am thinking I might. I don't wear tank tops at all, ever, because I don't like my arms, and I will never wear a tank top by just itself, ever. I've had surgery on one arm and there's a big ugly lump scar. This side is being like, I have a whole big tattoo that's in the process of removal for the last, I don't know, 6 years. So I will never ever wear a tank top, but I want one to go like under like a cardigan, or like I have some like light cotton, just really light jackets, and I think it look cute underneath it. So you know, not too hot. I mean, I don't live in a hot climate, so I feel like I want to do that. But anyway, that is my future cast on. If nobody wants this, this is 75/25. I called this the Brooklyn sock base, but this is the old base. I have since went with another supplier, so this is the old. Nothing's wrong with it at all. It's just I prefer the new one over this one. The new one I think has more yardage on it. So this is the old base. If anybody had a question about that in the shop, it says Brooklyn base, but this is the old one, and I don't think I mentioned it on that listing. So there are 2 of these available. It's got like little blue speckles in there, not like everywhere, just randomly placed. So I really like it, and I think I'm going to do that. I don't have the pattern out. I printed it. I got a new printer. I don't know if I mentioned that. I got a new printer, and it is amazing. It's not an ink one. The ink ones drive me absolutely crazy, so I can't use the ink one. So I got a toner one, and it just prints beautifully. So I printed out that pattern. I just don't have it around me. That is all that I'm working on. All my stash. I don't know how I'm gonna de-stash it yet, but I need to. Like, there's a whole bunch of skeins from Knit Crate, like, scattered throughout here, honestly. Like, I don't even know. And they're just in colors that I'm never gonna use. I mean, I say never gonna use. I probably would at some point in my life, but there's no point in me holding on to all of this yarn and just holding on to it. So I need to get rid of it. I need to go through all of these projects down here and frog them all and reskein them. Like look at this. What kind of disaster? What kind of person? This one does this. This is just living in my stash like this. Like, what? So I need to get all this out and situated and sorted and have some kind of organization going on in my stash as I throw it on there more. That was from a sweater that I knit. I was knitting the, where is it? I know it's here somewhere. I was knitting the Autumn League pullover, and I knit like damn near the whole sweater. But what happened with it? I don't even remember what happened with it. I think I just had the sleeves to go. I don't know, but I'm ripping it out. Not gonna ever wear it, so I don't know. Gonna rip it out, frog it, use the yarn on something else. I don't know. That's yarn that I've dyed too, on a base that I just got from like Knit Picks a long time. I think it's the Knit Picks Felici base bear yarn, but it's really soft. It's just that I know that base pills so bad because that is what I knit my my big sister cardigan in. The base was Felici, so I know it pills like crazy, and I know that's not the reason that I was ripping it out. I can't remember why. Oh, I wasn't alternating skeins, and you can tell, and that bothered me, so ripping that out. What else do I have down here? Like there's just yarn that, there's Blueberry Crush that I had in my shop a long time ago, sold out of, and why do I have this? I don't know. What was I knitting? I don't know, but all this needs to be reskeined. In fact, I think I might put my kids to work like when school ends, and they're gonna help me reskein some yarn. We're just gonna have a skeining party. I'll put that up there. Yeah, so I have a bunch of those kind of projects. Like, look at this. Like, what is that? Why? I don't know. I just have all kinds of stuff in bags that needs to go away. I need to get my life in order. Yeah. So that is my plan this weekend and probably throughout the next week. I don't know if I'm going to record next week or not. I mean, I might. my kids have a half day on Friday. It's their last day of school next Friday. So they have a half day, and then we're driving down to see Taryn for the weekend. So I don't know, I might be able to squeeze out a podcast before. We'll see. We shall see. What else did I want to mention? Like shop stuff. I don't really have a whole lot of shop stuff. I'm dyeing some yarn this weekend. I have it soaking right now. I might do a little vlog. I know I've been saying that for a while, but I might do like a dye with me vlog. I don't know. But all the yarn that is in the shop right now, not all of it, but a good portion of that yarn in the shop is one-of-a-kind skeins, which I call my Miss Monster skeins. Miss Monster are one-of-a-kind, not going to be repeated, not coming back to the shop. So if you guys are interested in getting any of that yarn, grab it. You'll be the only one with that colorway, which is kind of cool if you think about it. So check it out if you would like to. CC Fiber and Design on Etsy. I am trying to get rid of my inventory now so I can add my summer colorways. I would like to get busy on that. I have a bunch of colors in mind, but I want to clear out some inventory before I get started on more. So if you are interested, go check it out on there. I don't really have anything else for shop stuff. Podcast viewers, you get a coupon. I'll put it right here. Use that when you check out for a discount. What else? That was all that I have for shop stuff. So go check it out. Life stuff, not a whole lot going on. In fact, there's not anything going on. I'm fighting allergies like nobody's business. I ran errands this morning, washed the truck because there's covered in pollen. I was outside all day yesterday because I had to mow the lawn, which I've not had to do since I lived in Georgia like four years ago. So that was a little bit of a wake-up call that I need to start getting into shape really bad. But yeah, I need to start working out. I need to start watching what I eat, and I need to start working out. Like, it's time. It is time. Other life stuff, not anything happening. I'm going to be dyeing yarn this weekend and knitting. Well, try to knit because my thumb is really sore when I bend it. So, we'll see. We'll see how much I get done. I want to cast on that tank. Do those socks. I'm going to cast on socks again because I want to try out my pattern. So I need to do that. Those are my plans for the week. That is about all. Like I said before, thank you for subscribing. When I hit 500 subscribers, I will do a giveaway. But I foresee that being a little while. I mean, I'm not big and popular, so I didn't buy anything this week, so I don't have anything to show there. Yeah, that is about all that I have. So thank you to everybody for listening and watching me ramble on. I will be back probably next week. So if you care to follow, like, subscribe, comment, hit that bell so that you're notified when I upload a video. Yeah, so I will get off of here, clean up my mess, at least so I can walk around here, and yeah, talk to y'all next week. Bye.